to see. Voice of the word, voice for the good, voice of the hope for you and me. Voice of the word, TV.
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the word, TV.
Good day everyone. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Maupay nga adlaw hay yung tanan. We are here again on this Knights of Columbus Hour, the TV program of the Knights of Columbus of the Visayas jurisdiction. And at the start, I would like to greet our fraternal officers. Una, dito sa diocese, I would like to greet our Public Relations Chair, Brother Alvin Gonzalez, and who is also our State Communications Director, and our DMPC or Diocesan Membership and Program Coordinator, Brother Vic Lacdao, our Assistant DMPC or Assistant Diocesan and Membership and Program Coordinator for the South, we have Brother Rogelio Odibelas. For the Assistant Membership and Program Coordinator for the North, we have Brother Rodrigo Siblano. And of course, I would like also to greet our state officers. Our State Secretary is Brother Wency Cañete. Good day. Brother Wency Cañete is from Bugu, Cebu. He is from the Archdiocese of Cebu. May I also greet good day to our State Treasurer, Brother Fiel Pedrosa, who is from Palo, Leyte, and who comes from the Archdiocese of Palo. And also, I would like to greet our State Advocate, Brad Judge Odilon Mabutin, who is from Santa Margarita, Western Samar, who comes from the Diocese of Calbayog. And our State Warden, Brother Rodante Dular, who is from Iloilo City. He comes from the Archdiocese of Haro. So those are our state officers. And also I would like to greet this our state deputies in the Philippines, my co-state deputies. We have 4 state deputies in the Philippines. Of course, that's including me. For, of course, our Luzon North Jurisdiction State Deputy is Brother Rene Sarmiento. For our Luzon South State Deputy, we have Brother Bonifacio Martinez. And of course, for Visayas, yours truly. And for Mindanao, we have Brother Jerry Eutemio Mission. And of course, our Supreme Director, representing the Philippines in the Board of Directors of the Knights of Columbus in New Haven, Connecticut, we have Justice Jose C. Reyes Jr. And of course, also in our insurance program, in our insurance arm, the Knights of Columbus in the Philippines, we have the Knights of Columbus Fraternal Association of the Philippines Incorporated or KISI-PAPI, our Executive Vice President, Brother Anthony P. Nazario, and who is also our past Visayas State Deputy. And of course, I would like to greet also our very own Bishop of the Diocese of Borongan, who is our State Chaplain, Visayas State Chaplain, the Most Reverend Crispin B. Marquez. And of course, to all Brother Knights in the Visayas jurisdiction, to all Brother Knights in the Philippines who are viewing us in this program, and to all our brothers and sisters, good day everyone. Now, I would like to start this program. I would like to show a video message of our Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly. Now, our topic for today would be on knowing more what is the Knights of Columbus. Although, yung mga membro natin, posible marami nang alam sa Knights of Columbus. Ano itong Knights of Columbus? Pero siguro, based on this video and based on the further discussion mamaya, mas malalaman natin as Brother Knights, ano ang Knights of Columbus. Pati din sa ating mga kapatid na hindi membro o ang ating mga parishioners mismo na hindi nakakakilala kung ano Knights of Columbus. So itong program na to ngayon would be magbibigay sa inyo ng mga impormasyon, lalo na para sa mga membro at para din sa mga hindi membro, kung ano talaga ang Knights of Columbus. Siguro baka nalalaman lang natin yung nasa parokya na Knights of Columbus. So sino si Patrick Kelly? Si Patrick Kelly ay siya ang current na Supreme Knight. He is the highest officer of the Knights of Columbus. Now, Knights of Columbus was organized in 1882 or roughly 140 years ago. And out of the 140 years of the Knights of Columbus, itong si Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, siya ay ika-14 pa lang na Supreme Knight. He is the 14th Supreme Knight of the Knights of Columbus. Now, Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, ang kanyang educational background is he is a bachelor's degree holder in economics from the Marquette University. He is also a law degree holder from the Marquette University Law School. And brothers and sisters, Supreme Knight of the Knights of Columbus is a holder of master's degree in theology from the Catholic University of America. And Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly is married to Sister Vanessa, whom they have 3 daughters. He is residing in Connecticut, USA, where the home office or the general headquarters of the Knights of Columbus is located in New Haven, Connecticut. Prior to the Knights of Columbus, Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly served in the United States Navy for 24 years. He became a staff judge advocate for Amphibious Squadron 2 and board USS Guam. He was also a staff of the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations, commanding officer of the International Law Unit at the U.S. Naval War College, and he was also a judge advocate general. Also, Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly received personal awards from the U.S. Navy. 1, he received 3 Navy Achievement Medals and 5 Navy Commendation Medals. And he also received Meritorious Service Medal. He is retired in 2016. He retired from Judge Advocate General Reserve. And Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly has been a senior advisor to the Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom at the State Department from 2005 to 2006. He became a State Department's principal liaison to the Holy See or to the Vatican. He led also the U.S. delegation to the World Summit on Islamic Christian Dialogue. And he led also the U.S. delegation to the United Nations Conference on Interfaith Cooperation. Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly has also served as consultant to 3 committees in the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops or USCCB. So he served in 3 committees as consultant: the Committee on Pro-Life Activities, the Committee on Religious Liberty, and Subcommittee for Promotion and Defense of Marriage. And brothers and sisters, Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly has been the chairman of the Board of Directors of the March for Life since 2012. And he is a member of the Board of Directors of the National Catholic Bioethics Center since 2013. Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly joined the Knights of Columbus in 1983, and he became a state deputy of the jurisdiction of the District of Columbia, and he also became the Vice President for Public Policy in the Supreme Office from 2006 to 2017. He spearheaded the Knights' interaction with the White House, the Congress, and federal agencies. Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly was the first executive director of St. Paul St. John Paul II National Shrine in Washington, D.C. in 2011. The shrine became a leading pilgrimage site for Catholics throughout the United States. And Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, before he was elected as Supreme Knight, he was the Deputy Supreme Knight from 2017. And Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly assumed office as Supreme Knight last March 1, 2021. Brothers and sisters, let us listen and view the video message of our Supreme Knight Patrick A. Kelly.
My brother knights, it's an honor to speak with you. My address is virtual, but for the first time in 3 years, the order is not. All but 2 state conventions are back in person. The Knights of Columbus is back where we belong. Reaching this day was not easy, and before anything else, I want to thank all of you who helped lead the order through the pandemic's many challenges. And to all the wives who are with us, thank you for being a constant source of support and strength. We truly wouldn't be here without you. We confronted this crisis with strength and resolve, as we have every challenge in our history. From food banks to blood drives, from supporting our parishes to helping neighbors in need, through countless acts of quiet courage, the Knights of Columbus stepped up. It has long been said, where there's a need, there's a knight, and you proved it once again. You did so by quickly implementing new initiatives as well as strengthening our long-standing programs. The mutual aid we provide through our life insurance is a case in point. We now have more than $119 billion of life insurance in force. Every policy we sell protects a family. It also supports everything else we do for the least fortunate and most vulnerable. Whether it's coats for kids, food for families, or the global wheelchair mission, we are serving even more people than we were before the pandemic. And in January, we reached a historic milestone in one of our signature programs, the Ultrasound Initiative. We have now placed over 1,500 ultrasound machines in pregnancy resource centers. Each one is changing minds and winning hearts for life. And each one is saving lives. We can all be proud of that legacy even as we continue to build on it. It's remarkable to think how far we've come and how much we've accomplished. Yet we must also remember how much more we have to do. The times are getting more challenging, not less. Perhaps this is most evident in the war in Ukraine. All of us are deeply disturbed by Russia's invasion. The atrocities and the indiscriminate killing of mothers and children is especially horrific. It is the opposite of the culture of life we have committed ourselves to building. So as Knights of Columbus, we will stand with the Ukrainian people, and we will support the vulnerable wherever they are. This is also personal for us. The first Ukrainian Knights joined the order just 10 years ago, so we are supporting our brothers and their families. We stand with them as they defend their country and serve refugees. Immediately after the war began, I announced the Ukraine Solidarity Fund, and I called on all Knights of Columbus to support it. The fund has now exceeded $10 million and counting. Every dollar makes a difference for Ukrainian widows, orphans, and refugees. Every dollar lifts up our brother Knights in Ukraine and shines a light in a moment of great darkness. We have also established a strong relief presence on the border of Ukraine and Poland. Polish and Ukrainian Knights have worked together to get truckloads of supplies into Kyiv and around the country. Through our unity and fraternity, we delivered charity directly into Ukraine when others could not. We have set up mercy centers modeled on the KFC huts in World War I. Just over 100 years ago, those huts welcomed Allied soldiers with the words, "Everybody welcome, everything free." Today, those same words greet Ukrainian families in their own language, both on the border and in cities like Warsaw, Krakow, and Radom. Polish Knights deserve special praise for their tireless efforts. They have done the lion's share of the hard work on the ground, distributing aid and welcoming desperate refugees into their homes. Across the order, our efforts are making history. We have responded with speed and strength, and so much of the credit goes to you and your families. Thank you for standing in solidarity with Ukraine. There is more work to do in the days ahead. We will continue to deliver for our Ukrainian brothers and their families and their countrymen. They did not ask for this war, but they are asking for our help. We will be there for them today and tomorrow. And every day we will pray for them, and we will pray for an end to this unjust war. Ukraine is counting on us, and so are many others, our countries, our communities, our church. They need us to be knights for this moment. And we are ready. If our history proves anything, it's that we do not fight the battles of yesterday. We fight the battles of today for the sake of tomorrow. And while we draw on our past, we are focused on the present to ensure our future. So what does that look like in 2022? What does it mean to be a knight in the current moment? It means to stand for the truth and to stand for life wherever it is threatened. We face many challenges, and they all have a spiritual dimension. We read about it in the Gospels and in the lives of the saints. We hear in St. Paul's letter to the church at Ephesus, "We are not contending against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the world rulers of this present darkness, against the spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places." There is a very real struggle going on in the world. It emanates from ideas and ideologies, some of which result in physical wars, but others that strike at the very heart of society, the family, and human nature. It's not just that some things have changed, like smartphones and constant communication. The very foundations of our culture are shifting. Pope Francis has put it best: ours is not an era of change, but the change of an era. Yet while social foundations erode, the truth that must ground our lives remains rock solid. And so does the mission of the Knights of Columbus. Blessed Michael McGivney, in his faith and wisdom, prepared us for this moment. He and the founding members gathered around him chose our name, especially the title Knights, because they understood that we must be ready to defend the truth and the people we love. He didn't start a humanitarian group that sells insurance, nor did he start an insurance company that does humanitarian work. Father McGivney started something that does both of these things, yet so much more. He founded the Knights of Columbus, a band of brothers called to stand with Christ for our families and for those in need. We are Blessed Michael McGivney's spiritual heirs, and we must answer that call. There are 4 key areas where we must focus. Each one draws on our best traditions and builds upon them. Each answers an acute need of the moment. First and foremost, we must strengthen families, both spiritually and financially. The need is urgent. Catholic parents are struggling to pass on their beliefs. Catholic children are falling away from the faith in record numbers. For many, this reality hits close to home. Few things are harder to watch, and few things demand more of our attention. One of my top priorities is launching new programs to strengthen the family. Several are in the works, and I encourage you to make an extra effort to involve families in counsel life. And because we care about the spiritual health of families, we must also strive to meet their financial needs. We speak of the KFC difference. There is a deeper, transcendent meaning behind everything we do. While other companies care only about sales, we care about souls. That's why we're expanding our business into bold, new territory. From KFC Asset Advisors to mutual funds, we are now poised to become the go-to financial resource for Catholic families. Father McGivney worked hard to strengthen families, and he would be proud of our efforts. But he also knew that we must strengthen men. That is the second area of focus. The order has always aimed to help the Catholic man, and for good reason. It starts a chain reaction. When you get the man right, you get the marriage right, the family right, the parish right. What starts with each man can affect the whole culture. Yet the reverse holds true as well. When the man goes wrong, so does everything else. That's why we offer programs to help men stay strong. This includes the video series such as Into the Breach and Everyday Heroes. We've also launched the new Vivat Jesus Prayer Planner, which can help men build an intentional prayer life. And we're working on other new initiatives to deepen the faith of men. The third thing we must do is recommit ourselves to being the strong right arm of the church. Our priests and bishops need our help to keep the parish strong. Many parishes face a tough road to recovery, and the Knights of Columbus can be there to help them. Our priests and bishops need us to take up the church's mission of evangelization. To that end, we're beginning a new initiative on evangelization and discipleship. It's focused on training our brother knights to share their faith in their councils and parishes. If we don't evangelize the culture will evangelize us. So let's do our part to be the men God calls us to be and help others to do the same. Fourth, it is equally important that we expand our witness to charity. There are clear charitable needs that require our leadership. And one of our greatest priorities is protecting the unborn. In the coming months, the U.S. Supreme Court may overturn Roe v. Wade. If that happens, states will be free to roll back abortion on demand. And the Knights of Columbus will be ready. We'll put even more ultrasound machines in pregnancy resource centers. We'll offer even more support for pregnant and new mothers and their children. And we'll advocate with our elected leaders to end abortion and protect life. That should have happened a long time ago, and the Knights of Columbus will never rest until a culture of life is finally restored. The final focus is membership growth. In a spiritual struggle like the one we're in, manpower matters. With more men, we can strengthen more Catholic families. We can do more for priests and for the whole church. We can do more for charity, both near and far. My brother knights, is that not what we want? And do we not offer what young men need? They're looking to be part of something bigger than themselves. It doesn't get bigger than a global brotherhood of faithful Catholic men. They're looking for practical fellowship that helps them grow on a personal level. It doesn't get more practical or more personal than a band of brothers urging one another forward. Last August, I issued a challenge to every member of the order. I asked that before the next Supreme Convention, each night invite at least 2 men to join our ranks. Today, I reiterate that call. Think of what will happen if we do this. We will set the stage for a new era of growth in good men and good works. And we will be better prepared to fight and win this spiritual battle. I believe we will, because everything I've asked us to do is everything we've always done. For 140 years, we have strengthened families, men, and the Catholic Church. We have embraced a charity that evangelizes, and we have grown by leaps and bounds despite the many challenges we've faced. These tasks are harder than they used to be, but that only makes our mission all the more necessary. In a spiritual war, you don't back down. You step up and you stand in the breach. And we are doing exactly that. I recently met with a Ukrainian family who experienced this firsthand. The wife, Ola, told me how she, her husband, who was a brother knight, and their 3 kids fled their home as the war began. And she told me how the Knights of Columbus were there every step of the way. Our Ukrainian brothers helped them get to Poland. Our Polish brothers helped them find their way to the United States. And now our American brothers are helping them build a new life in Pennsylvania. After she finished her story, Ola got quiet. And then she told me how much we mean to her. She said the Knights of Columbus are, and I quote, good men at work doing godly things. And then she said that we are what the world needs. My brother knights, she is right. We are and we must be good men at work doing godly things. And that is what the world needs. As we strive to win the battles of this moment, let us place our hope and our trust in the Lord. And let us answer His call, for in Him lies the victory. Thank you, and Vivat Jesus.
So we have just viewed and listened to the message of our Supreme Knight Patrick A. Kelly. Napaka magandang mensahe ang kanyang ibinigay sa atin. Itong mensahe na to, hindi lang to para sa ating mga brother knights, ito din ay para sa ating mga kapatid. Una, para sa ating mga brother knights, para mas malawak pa natin makilala kung ano tong organisasyon na ating kinakasamahan. Para naman sa mga hindi brother knights, para sa mga brothers and sisters, mas malawak ang pagkilala niyo sa Knights of Columbus dahil sa mensahe na to. Maraming points ang ating pwedeng madiscuss sa mensahe ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly. Pero gagawin natin yan mamaya after the break.
Mga pulong tikang nabankan San Antonio han Ehipto. Nakita ko ang mga siay ngagin pasaranghan yawa habugos nga kalibutan ngan nagmurutob ako hin pagsiring. Hinuha imo kasabot in makakadaog hini. May tingog nga binaton an pagpaubos.
So again, good day. Before the break, we viewed, nakita natin at nadinig natin yung magandang mensahe ng ating Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly. Maraming mga puntos na atin pwedeng makuha doon. Sabi ko nga kanina, itong mensahe na to is not only for the Brother Knights, it is also for our parishioners, for our brothers and sisters. Para sa mga Brother Knights, lalong mas nakikilala natin kung ano itong Knights of Columbus. Siguro marami sa atin sa mga Brother Knights na kilala lang ang Knights of Columbus, yung doon nakikita natin sa mga aktibo nating mga Brother Knights doon sa ating parokya. Pero nakita natin doon sa video kung ano ang ginagawa ng Knights of Columbus worldwide. Para naman sa ating mga hindi mga Brother Knights, para sa ating mga kaibigan, mga kapatid, makikita natin na itong Knights of Columbus is a big organization. Ito ay marami ang ginagawa. Because the Knights of Columbus, as of now, has more than 2 million members worldwide, distributed among 75 jurisdictions. Nasa ibang-ibang countries ang Knights of Columbus. Karamihan nito nasa US, mayroon tayo sa Ukraine, mayroon sa Korea, dito sa Pilipinas, in which dito sa Pilipinas, 4 ang jurisdiction. Out of the 75 jurisdiction, 4 ang dito sa Pilipinas. Nasabi ko na kanina sa intro natin na mayroon tayong Luzon North, Luzon South, Visayas at Mindanao. And Brother Knights, itong ating Knights of Columbus, ang pinakamataas na officer which is Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, he is the head also of the Board of Directors of the Knights of Columbus in New Haven, Connecticut. Nandun po ang ating headquarters. And the governing body of the Knights of Columbus is the Board of Directors. And the highest officer is the Supreme Knight. And sa mga Supreme sa baba naman ng Supreme Knight, nandun po ang mga state deputies, ang 75 state deputies. At dito naman sa atin, sa Visayas jurisdiction, mayroon tayong 3 region. Mayroon tayo sa Central Visayas, covering Bohol, Cebu, and Dumaguete. Mayroon tayo sa Western Visayas, at mayroon din tayo dito sa Eastern Visayas. Now, the whole of Visayas jurisdiction ay mayroong 17 dioceses. Sa Central Visayas, mayroon tayo sa Archdiocese of Cebu, Diocese of Talibon, Diocese of Tagbilaran, ito ay nasa Bohol, Talibon ang Tagbilaran are in Bohol, and the Diocese of Dumaguete. At doon naman sa Western Visayas, nandun po ang ating Diocese of San Carlos, Diocese of Bacolod, Diocese of Cabancalan, Archdiocese of Haro, Archdiocese of Capiz, Diocese of Baclan, and Diocese of San Jose de Antique. Andito naman sa atin sa Eastern Visayas, nandyan ang Archdiocese of Palo in Leyte, Diocese of Maasin in Southern Leyte, Diocese of Nabal in Biliran, Diocese of Catarman in Northern Samar, Diocese of Calbayog in Western Samar, and dito sa atin, sa Diocese of Borongan, dito sa Eastern Samar. So, ganun kalaki, kalawak ang Knights of Columbus. Dinitali ko lang ang dito sa atin sa Eastern Visayas, sa Visayas jurisdiction, pero lahat ng mga jurisdiction dito sa Pilipinas, lahat ng mga dioceses ay covered ng Knights of Columbus. And also, in the other jurisdictions in other countries, almost every diocese has Knights of Columbus doon sa mga jurisdiction na mayroong mga state deputies. Now, Brother Knights, kung ating a-analyzing ang sinabi ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, mayroon siyang sinabi na if we don't evangelize our culture, culture will evangelize us. So, ano itong mga Knights of Columbus? Ito ba'y mga Brother Knights lang na nagkikita-kita? Of course not. Mayroon tayong mission as a Brother Knights. Sinabi pa nga, we are the strong right arm of the church. tayo ang inaasahan, tayong mga lalaki inaasahan na mauuna para ibalik natin, imbitahin natin ang ating mga kapatid na bumalik sa pananampalataya in order to have a stronger faith. Kasi in the Knights of Columbus, ang purpose natin kung bakit tayo nagre-recruit, it's not only about attaining quota. Yes, alam natin ang mga councils, ang mga district deputies, mayroon silang mga quota for membership growth. Pero it's not about members, it's not about the numbers. It's about bringing in Catholic men joining the Knights of Columbus, joining the Order of the Knights of Columbus. So it's about bringing in. So kung itong ating mga kakilala, itong ating mga kapatid, itong ating mga kaibigan na yes, Catholic, pero medyo hindi masyado seryoso sa kanyang spirituality, siguro by inviting him to become a Knights of Columbus, by inviting him to become a member, then we are giving him a chance to be a better husband, to be a better father, and to be a better Catholic. Diyan ang role natin as a Knights of Columbus. Kasi nga, sabi nga, if we don't evangelize, our culture will evangelize us. If we don't evangelize our culture, the culture will evangelize us. So, Brother Knights, kung tayo ay nag-iimbita, nagre-recruit tayo ng ating mga kaibigan para mag-join sa Knights of Columbus, we are evangelizing. Bakit? Kasi iniimbitahan natin siya papalapit sa simbahan. Iniimbitahan natin siya na lumalim pa ang kanyang pananampalataya, deepening his faith. So, Brother Knights, binibigyan natin itong ating kaibigan ng chance na siya ay maging mas mabuting ama, mas mabuting Katoliko, at mas mabuting kapatid. So, sabi nga, kung hindi tayo mag-evangelize, tayo ang ma-evangelize ng culture. Ano naman ang posibleng mangyari kung sakali? Siguro, mayroong hindi mapupunta sa hindi magandang landas. Pero bakit natin bakit ganyan ang dapat mangyari? Hindi dapat ganyan ang dapat mangyari. Kasi kaya nga nandito tayong Knights of Columbus para tayo ay mag-invite, para hindi tayo madala ng hindi mabuting landas. So kung ikaw ay mag-invite, ikaw ay makadala ng isang Brother Knight mag-join ng Knights of Columbus, you're avoiding na itong ating kaibigan ay mapunta sa hindi magandang landas. Now, ang ating mga Brother Knights, they have all their own personal experiences. Anong nagkaiba o anong nagbago sa buhay nila noong hindi pa sila Brother Knight? At ano man yung nakita nila na pagbabago doon nang naging membro na siya sa Knights of Columbus. Of course, marami sinasabing blessings, which of course, hindi naman sabihin natin lahat ay material. Maraming blessings ang na-receive. Makakapagsabi ang ating mga Brother Knights na mayroong mga blessings at mga pagbabago nung nag-join na sila sa Knights of Columbus. And Brother Knights, itong ating pag-join ng Knights of Columbus, sa ating nakikita dyan sa mga parokya, aktibo ang ating Knights of Columbus sa mga activities sa parish. Karaniwan, mga choir, servers, o di kaya sa mga readers, o kaya anong mga specific activities na ibinibigay, maraming activities na ibinibigay ng parokya para sa ating mga Brother Knights sa council. Doon tayo nagsiserbi sa simbahan because we are the strong right arm of the church. Sinabi nga ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly na when there is a need, there is a night. So maraming mga parokya na medyo ang parish priest ay nahihirapan kung sakaling mayroong mga activities na incoming kung walang council ang isang parokya. Pero kung mayroong council, nangyayari medyo napapagaan ang ginagawa pari, ng parish priest, because he would just ask the assistance of the council. At ang ating mga brother knights are very much willing to assist the priest and the parish in any activity. Ika nga, when there is a need, there is a knight. And itong sinasabi ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly, it's not only on the usual daily activities doon sa parokya. Marami na tayong nakita at marami na tayong na-witness na during calamities, during emergencies, marami nang naitulong ang mga Knights of Columbus, lalo na kung mayroon nangyayaring mga kalamidad. Dito sa Visayas, we are visited by typhoon almost every year, and we are devastated by these typhoons, and there are damages, there are victims, and the Knights of Columbus has been helping victims of typhoons in several ways, through relief assistance, and ang malaking nagawa ng Knights of Columbus ay nagbigay ng mga pump boats, mga fishing boats para sa ating mga fishermen na nasalanta ng bagyo. So, maraming mga paraan na tumutulong ang Knights of Columbus sa ating mga parokyano, sa ating mga kapatid. Because, as what Supreme Knight has said, when there is a need, there is a knight. Bakit ko ito binabalik sabihin? Sinasabi ko ito kasi, una, I want this na ma-internalize ng ating mga brother knights. Na tayong mga brother knights, dapat handa tayo tumulong. Hindi lang na handa tayo tulungan. Of course, kung tayong nangangailangan, kung tayong maging victim, of course, dapat tulungan din tayo. Pero habang naman makikita natin na mayroong mga victims, then let us be willing to help. In a personal capacity and also as a member of the council. Alam naman natin, sa mga councils natin, mayroon tayong mga faith in action activities. Marami yun, siguro dinidiskusyon ng inyong district deputy, dinidiskusyon ng inyong grand knight, kung anong pwedeng mga faith in action activities na pwedeng gawin ninyo. Now, itong mga activities, alam ko, marami din ang inyong ginagawa at inyong palaging binabalik-balikan year end, year round. Okay? So, isa pa sa sinabi ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly na para na tayo makatulong ng mas marami, dapat dumami din tayo. Kasi it is a vital responsibility of every brother knight to recruit. He even challenged every one of us. Sabi niya, every knight should bring at least 2 new members. Sabi nga niya, imagine kung bawat isa sa ating mga brother knights makapag-recruit ng 2 membro, marami na tayong tutulong sa simbahan, marami na tayong tutulong sa komunidad, marami na tayong matutulungan sa ating mga respected places. Kasi nga, kung nagagawa ito ng 10 brother knights na tumulong sa isang project o sa isang activity, how much more kung itong 10 brother knights ay nag-recruit ng tigda-2, ibig sabihin, nadagdagan ng 20 na new members so there will be already 30 brother knights na tutulong sa activity na yon. Mas malaki ang matutulong, mas malawak ang matutulungan kung dadami ang mga brother knights. As I said, in the Knights of Columbus, recruitment is evangelization. It's because you are giving the brother knight a better chance to be a better husband, to be a better father, and to be a better Catholic. So, ibabalik ko lang po ang sinabing Supreme Knight na please invite every brother knight should invite at least 2 new member. Mayroon po tayong Columbian year nag-start ng July 1 hanggang June 30 at ngayon October pa lang, marami pang buwan. November, December, so more than 8 months pa for this Columbian year. Aking pinakikiusap sa ating mga Brother Knights, let us put in action itong request ni Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly that every night to bring in 2 new members. Now, I would like to share with you para naman sa ating mga member, baka gusto niyong magmembro o kung gusto niyo sino ang gusto niyo, pwede niyong lapitan sa mga lugar niyo about the Knights of Columbus. Of course, marami tayong mga fraternal officers. Aking lang muna pangangalanan ngayon yung mga fraternal officers per diocese. Sa Central Visayas, mayroon tayong regional coordinator na si Brother Wency Cañete, taga Bugo ito siya. And doon sa Archdiocese of Cebu, mayroon tayong DMPC. Ang head ng Knights of Columbus sa isang diocese ay tinatawag na DMPC or Diocesan Membership and Program Coordinator. Ang ating DMPC sa Archdiocese of Cebu ay si Brother Cipriano M. Lauron. At sa kanyang Archdiocese of Cebu, mayroon tayong mga tinatawag na mga Assistant Diocesan Membership and Program Coordinator sa bawat area. Sa Cebu City, nandyan si Brother Jonas Archaga. Sa Metro Cebu, nandyan si Brother Emmanuel Brion. Sa Cebu Mid-North, nandyan yung ADMPC natin, si Brother Julius Barcelona. Sa Cebu Far North, nandyan yung ating ADMPC, si Brother Pablio Tuling. Sa Cebu West, ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother Amerfeno A. Perales. Sa Cebu Southeast, ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother Carmelito N. Cruz Jr. Sa Cebu Southwest, ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother Catalino V. Amante. Doon naman tayo sa Bohol, sa Diocese of Talibon, ang ating DMPC o Diocesan Membership and Program Coordinator ay si Brother Bernardo C. Pujas. Ang Diocese of Talibon, mayroong 2 ADMPC. Para sa Cebu North, si Brother Silverio Isid, at sa Cebu East ay si Brother Nestor Abad. Sa Diocese of Tagbilaran, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Glenn Pergamino, si Judge Glenn Pergamino. Sa kanyang diocese, mayroon tayong ADMPC sa Bohol West, si Brother Omer P. Balaes. At sa Bohol South, si Brother Miguelito B. Galendez. Doon naman sa Diocese of Dumaguete, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Sylvester C. Albina. At sa Diocese of Dumaguete, meron din tayong 2 ADMPC. Para sa Siquijor, si Brother Jose Ando. At para sa Negros Oriental South, ay si Brother Angelito T. Nawanaw. Doon naman sa Western Visayas, ang ating regional coordinator ay si Brother Rodante V. Dolar na taga Iloilo City. Sa Diocese of San Carlos, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Omar H. Blanco. Ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother sa Negros Oriental, si Brother Jose N. Bakelta. At sa San Carlos City ay si Brother Charlie S. Dalagit. Sa Diocese of Bacolod, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Ramon T. Leonoras. Mayroon tayong ADMPC sa Negros Oriental South, sa Negros Oriental Central, si Brother Renerio T. Ganson. Sa Negros Oriental South, Occidental South, siya rin si Brother Ramon Leonoras, ang ating DMPC, siya din ang ADMPC sa Negros Occidental South. Sa Diocese of Cabancalan, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Anthony M. Magno. Sa Archdiocese of Haro, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Antonio S. Bonda. Meron tayong mga ADMPC sa Archdiocese of Haro. Para sa Guimaras, si Brother Arden Taruballes. Sa Iloilo South, si Brother Pedro Pili Jr. Sa Iloilo Metro, si Brother Edwin Antonio. Sa Iloilo West, Central West, si Brother Rogelio Bonifacio. Sa Iloilo Central North, si Brother Ildefonso Dolorfino. Sa Iloilo Central, si Brother Antonio B. Bilyoga. Sa Iloilo North, si Brother Samuel G. Saol. At sa Archdiocese of Capiz, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Freddy Dalo. Ang ADMPC natin sa Capiz West ay si Brother Victor Dangan at sa Capiz West ay si Brother Carlos B. Bipenosa. Doon naman sa atin sa Diocese of Baclan, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Walter Mendoza. At sa Diocese of San Jose ay si Brother Virgilio Q. Sanchez. Dito sa atin sa Eastern Visayas, ang ating regional coordinator ay si Brother Odilon Mabutin na taga Diocese of Calbayog. Sa Archdiocese of Palo, ang ating DMPC si Brother Enerio M. Sabulaw, Brother Dodoy Sabulaw. Mayroon siyang 4 na ADMPC sa Leyte Central, Brother Rosdam Bolter Negros. Sa Leyte East, Brother Rupert D. Aterado. Sa Leyte Central South, Brother Francisco Camuying. Sa Leyte West, Brother Romeo P. De la Cruz. Sa Diocese of Maasin, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Victoriano T. Gloria. Sa Diocese of Nabal ay si Brother Enerio M. Sabulaw din ang ating DMPC. Ang kanyang ADMPC ay si Brother Warlito B. Alagaw. Sa Diocese of Catarman, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Rem Laudenio. Sa Luzon, sa North Samar West, ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother Trofino E. Basibas. Sa North Samar East, si Brother Len M. Guevara. Sa Diocese of Calbayog, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Jovencio Eclepsi. Ang kanyang ADMPC sa West Samar North ay si Brother Bernie Sildo. At sa West Samar South ay si Brother Florencio B. Maghakot Jr. At sa dito naman sa Diocese of Borongan, ang ating DMPC ay si Brother Victor Lacdao. Sa Eastern Samar South, ang ating ADMPC ay si Brother Rogelio de Velas. At sa Eastern Samar North ay si Brother Rodrigo A. Ceblano. At yun ang ating mga fraternal officers sa mga dioceses sa buong Visayas jurisdiction. At bago magtapos ang ating programa ngayon, I would just like to announce sa ating mga Brother Knights na come May 5 to 6, 2023, magkakaroon tayo ng 12 National Convention. Itong National Convention ay gagawin doon sa Manila Hotel. At ang ating guest of honor dito sa National Convention ay no less than our Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly. Si Supreme Knight Patrick Kelly ay pupunta dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Siya ang ating guest of honor doon sa ating 12 National Convention on May 5 to 6, 2023 sa Manila Hotel. At itong ating National Convention ay mayroon tayong raffle. Mayroong mga raffle tickets na ibinibenta at ang grand prize ng raffle draw na to ay isang kotse na Toyota Race. Ang second prize ay motorcycle, third prize ay watch, fourth prize ay cash, and fifth prize ay jacket. So mayroon tayong 2 second prize na motorcycle, 3 third prize na relo, 4 na fourth prize na cash na 5,000 at 5 fifth prize na jacket. So inaanyayahan tayong mag-attend sa National Convention come May 5 to 6, 2023. Ang National Convention is open not only to officers, not only to 3rd or 4th degree, open po yan ang National Convention sa lahat ng membro ng Knights of Columbus. Whether you are 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, or 4th degree, open po, pwede po kayo mag-join ng National Convention ng Knights of Columbus and everybody is invited. Now, it is a very good experience to join or to attend a National Convention, especially so that our Supreme Knight, Patrick A. Kelly, would be the guest of honor. And sa ating pagtatapos, I would like to thank everyone, especially our staff, technical staff of the VW Media Network, Voice of the Word Media Network. I would like also to thank our State Chaplain, our Bishop of the Diocese of Borongan, Bishop Crispin Barquez, for giving us this time slot for the Knights of Columbus. And this program is heard every Saturday at 2 to 3 p.m. Here at the Voice of the Word Media Network. Thank you, good day, and Vivat Jesus.
With the truth that truly sets us free. With the light that leads the blind to see. Voice of the Word, voice for the good, voice of the whole, voice of the voice of the Word, TV.
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the Word.